P, Don here. So lately I've been getting asked quite a lot, what books do I read? So I'm always talking about how much I love to read, and look behind me, that's my bookshelf of completed books. I've got another stack down here, and over there of books I haven't even started yet. I try and do a book a week, and this week I read, all based on different subjects. A lot of it's about self-improvement, whether it be books like The Secret, books about nutrition, exercise, weight training, and then deeper side of the nutrition, how the inside of the body works. I lots of books on self-help, mind development, books on spirituality, books on everything that's sort of cover on your own evolution, mind, body, soul, and lifestyles. That's some other books. I've got Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, but I don't really read them sort of types of books. I'm more into sort of true stories or positive books, or I don't know, there's them sort of stuff. Anyway, the book I'm reading is ba-bam! Oh, look, it's back to front. Looks like it's Russian letters now. That is actually Many Lives, Many Masters. That's by Dr. Brian. I can't pronounce that now. I think it's Weiss or Weiss, W-E-I-S-S. And it's the true story of a prominent psychiatrist, his young patient, and the past life therapy that changed both their lives. Some people don't believe in this stuff, they're skeptics. Like, I've got a friend who's very atheist. He don't believe in anything. Once you're gone, that's it. Dead. Which is a nice, happy thought, I think. I don't really believe in that sort of way. And this book is by a guy called Dr. Brian Weiss, and he was a psychiatrist. He was top of his profession. So he's in quite a serious role, really, to talk about spirituality. Goes against sort of what they've been taught and their belief systems. So to come out with this, but his career, is a bit of risk. But apparently he believes that the message from this book is more important than what his peers think of him. So anyway, there's one part of the book that really stood out for me. If you are sort of a skeptic, or this is only his account for it, if you take his word for what was being said. Apparently there's audio tapes out there on the internet. I haven't tried looking for them yet, but you can actually hear some of it. But there's one bit where he's doing a past life regression on this girl called Catherine. She comes in with many issues. I think one was fear of water, and during the process she starts having these sort of past life regressions. And this wasn't something Dr. Wise specialised in. He was just helping her with her issues, and he sort of documented it all, kept records of everything she was saying, and he noticed that she was quite passionate, and it was quite detailed what she was saying. Carried on, and she always came back the following week just a tiny bit better, but he just thought maybe it's the mind making up these stories, and that's her sort of way of dealing with her issues. Until this bit happens here, where she goes through these past lives, and she reaches the point where she dies in these past lives, and she passes over, and then she gets to see the sort of middle ground. You're in between two lives, for instance, from one person to the next, and when she passes over, she speaks, and she actually says this. She says, "Your father is here, and your son, who's a very, very small child. Your father says that you will know him because his name is Avram, and your daughter is named after him. Also, his death was due to his heart. Your son's heart was also important, for it was backwards, a bit like a chicken's. Your son made a self-sacrifice for you out of his love. His soul is very advanced. His death satisfied his parents' debts. Also, he wanted to show you that medicine could only go so far, that its scope is very limited." So that little brief bit there is what turned Dr. Wise's mindset. After that, he sort of became more of a believer, because this was back in 1978 or 1980. It was before Google, before you could do all the internet search on people. He had no boards up on his wall, no certificates showing details about him. His dad was never listed in the obituaries, and his son was like a newborn baby. His father's name was Avram, and his son died 23 days old of a reversed heart. He was wired up incorrectly, and he died 23 days old. And that sort of, at the time, he was looking more into the medicine side of his profession rather than the mind, spiritual side. And that's what that sort of bit was linked to. After that, he sort of stepped away from the medicine side and realised medicine isn't the answer for everything. Medicine's good, it's helped a lot of people, but it's not the only answer, which a lot of people seem to think. Take a pill, you're cured, or give me a pill, I want to feel better. That's not always the answer. When you learn that, when part of this Your Own Evolution, I'm trying to show people is you can take pills, you can take every pill under the sun. It ain't going to fix the root of the problem. The root of the problem is what you need to get to first, you know. You could eat an okay diet and do a minimal bit of exercise. That's still probably not going to be enough. You know, you need to hit all 4 points, which I call your mind, body, soul, and your lifestyle. If you can reach the maximum or near enough to each of these 4 components, you've got a chance to really sort of be your true potential. So anyway, this book carries on this story of Catherine. By the end of it, she's fully, I won't ruin it, but she gets over her conditions and that. And if it's only 100 and, no, it's not, it's 211 pages, and I've done this in, I think it's 6 days. You could do it a lot faster than that, but I just do a couple of chapters a day. Apart from today, I've done like 6 chapters. But it's really worth reading. I mean, it's £8 on Amazon. I was looking at the reviews: 68 5 stars, 15 4 stars, 4 3, 3 2, and 8 1s. It's got a few negatives, but not really. It's about 90% positive. £8 on Amazon. Really easy book to read. If you're new to the sort of the spiritual side of things and you're interested in sort of get a better understanding of reincarnation, of past life regressions, even if you're a skeptic, this is something that you might read. You may laugh it off and dismiss it completely, but I'd rather a skeptic read it and give an answer than not read it and just automatically assume an answer. But this is a fantastic book. I'd highly recommend it. I mean, there's another book he's got out, which I'm going to do next, which is called Many Lives, Many Bodies, I think it's called. This is Many Lives, Many Masters, Dr. Brian Weiss. You can get it on Amazon for £8. Probably $8 in America as well. Might do the same price, if not, it'd be a little bit more. I think that's pretty cheap. And fantastic book. It's still reversed, just reverse it. That's what it looked like. Buy it, very good.